the Mexico City Diablos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up.
Watch tight end. Hey. We got three. Three down.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Hood. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Tight end right. 4 down.
Here we
Check.
go.
4 down.
Red 38. Red 38. Flex round. Flex round.
On second down, Dobbs. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Come on,
To throw is down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Myles Garrett in there for a milestone sack as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half. On now is the punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. "35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
let's go. Flex round. Flex Ohio.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action and hit them over the top.
3 down.
Second down following the run.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Come on, let's go. What? 90.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Baker. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Let's go.
4 down.
Flex round.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Hey, I need one over here.
Kaiser now on second down. Over the middle, complete. It's Baker. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's go. Red 38. Flex Ohio. Ohio.
Check 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Go.
Let's go.
50's the mic. 50's the mic.
They'll throw here. Kaiser. Flush to his right. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Let's go. Red 38. Flex round. Flex round.
Come to my world.
Come on, let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
Kaiser to throw it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation, because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively.
Come on, let's go. Ohio. Ohio.
Jam. Out.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38. Ohio.
Bang.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
33.
On first and 10, Dobbs. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Hey, watch the left.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
James has got it, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
We got 4.
Here we go.
They run here with Hood. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Come on.
Back to throw Dobbs.
4 down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And he is knocked down from the side, right on the 30-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Let's round. Here we go. Flex right. 90.
Dobbs now on second down. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Mexico City football to begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out.
Check. Tight right. Solo out there. Check the outs out there.
Come on, let's go. White 90.
Dobbs is throwing. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that. The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
10 yards still left on second down.
Tight left. Hey. 4 down.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Ohio!
Second down, Kaiser. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
Let's go! Red 38! Red 38! Ohio! Ohio!
Wide, get wide.
Come on!
Kill.
Flex round! Flex round!
Kill.
Now Kaiser. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now back out comes the offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A gain of 6 there on first.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Here we go!
This is Hood on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
Let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
Now Dobbs. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Now the try here for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession.
Double tight. Double tight. Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Flex round. That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Ohio.
Check 26,
Ohio.
check 26.
Come on, let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Ohio. Ohio.
Kill.
Ohio.
Hey, watch
Ohio.
it.
To throw is Kaiser. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Come on, let's go. Ohio. Ohio. Ohio.
Shit.
Ohio. Ohio.
SOS.
Ohio. Ohio.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
Bus stop.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this.
Strong right.
Flex round. Flex round. What? 9.
Hey, 4 down. Shift.
Let's go. Red 38.
Alert 3.
Flex round. Flex round.
Check. Motion.
Slot man moves right. Kaiser on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
4 down.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. What? 90.
Check 31.
Kaiser yet again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Let's go.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
What? 90.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball.
Ohio. Ohio.
Check 52.
Ohio. Here we go. Red 38.
Play action now. Kaiser. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are. But with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
3 down, 3 down.
Here we go.
Hey, check,
Red 38.
3 down, 3 down.
On first down, Dobbs to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Single, single. Watch number 5, watch number 5.
Let's go. Red 38.
Here's Dobbs to throw. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Reset, tight right. Record.
Here we go. White 90.
Hey, check
White,
33.
90.
Check Mike 33.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Single. Hey, watch 12.
Here we
watch
go.
12.
Red 38. Red 38.
Push him back.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move.
Let's go.
Alert,
Red
alert.
38.
3 down.
Red 38. Ohio.
36.
They go play action here on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So 2nd and 10 here.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Come on, now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Space to run past the 20. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Come on.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip, tap, got him down? But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. 2nd down now after the pass completion.
Let's go, D.
Let's go. What? 90.
Check 33.
What?
33.
90.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Hot. Hot.
Dobbs. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando, he's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Two times. We got 4.
Here we go.
We got 4.
What?
Mike's 50.
Ohio.
Mike's 50.
Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Ohio.
8 yards into completion, but now they face third down.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Hey, check.
Ohio. Ohio. Ohio.
Blue Dan. Check nickel.
Little motion now from the tight end.
Motion.
Third and short yardage, Kaiser. And this is going to be incomplete.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Kaiser going to try to sneak. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Flex round! Flex round! He's coming!
On the carry, it's Hood. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Come on!
They run again with Hood. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
What? 90! What? 90! Check! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Hot!
Now they'll run it on the toss. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we can give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A 1st down throw for Kaiser. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Let's go! Red 38! Ohio! Come on, let's go! What? 90! Ohio!
A 2nd down throw now for Kaiser. Dancing to his left. And some room to maneuver. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Flex round. Hey. 4 down. Ohio. Switch.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
He's got some space to throw. Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Javon Hargrave able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3.
Let's go. Grand 38. Flex round.
Kaiser now on 2nd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ryan Shazier in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays.
Here we go. What? 90. Ohio.
3rd and long for Kaiser. Steps away to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Stephon Tuitt in there again as this offensive line is in tatters. 3 sacks in 3 plays.
Ohio. Watch the whip. Come on, let's go. What? Ohio. No. Here we go. Grand 38. Max 50.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Check pass. Play. Hut.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And the Jaguars send out their punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Man left. 3 down.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Flex round. Ohio.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's got some space here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So the offense has it 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Come on, let's go. Red 38.
Here we go.
Red 38. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
50 to Mike.
Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
Joker.
Flex
Joker.
Ohio. Ohio.
Watch the twist.
Here we go. Ohio.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Ohio. Ohio. Ohio.
Now a handoff as they run left side. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Jaguars.
He wasn't ready.
A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the 1st. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a 1st down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the 1st down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything. All the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
They'll throw here, Kaiser, and this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
White 90. White 90.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Let him know.
And some changes here as the D-line separates
Here
some.
we go.
Right there.
White 90.
Right there. 54.
White 90.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
Here we go.
Hey.
Red 38.
Got three.
Now Dobbs.
Hey, watch number 5.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo.
Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90.
Here's Dobbs to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Now, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Watch tight end.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Let's go. Run.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here we go. We got 3.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Let's go.
To throw is down. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Toss. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Looks to be right around the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Ohio! Here we go! What? 9, flex round! Flex round!
Throwing here, Dobbs. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball. We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
On 2nd down, Dobbs. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Jordan Willis in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got 3 down. Let's go! Flex round!
Back to throw, Dobbs. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
What? 90. What? 90. Check hot route. Hot.
Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Double tight. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Hot.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A gain of 3, second down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
2 times, 2 times. 4 down.
Here we go. Ohio. 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 Ohio.
Check 3.
Ohio. 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 Ohio.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a first down.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Here we go. 190.
Now Dobbs. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Let's go.
Dobbs now on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Miles Jack from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Red 38.
Dobbs is throwing. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Hey.
Come on. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
Watch number 5. Watch number 5.
Come on.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. And this looks to probably be the final play.
Watch left. Watch left. Watch left. He's tight right there. He's tight right there.
Let's go. 190.
3 down. 3 down.
Flex round. Flex round. Hut.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility.